What's up guys, Simon here with Tech Visibility. Today I'm very excited to unbox and review the latest and greatest Apple product, which is the AirPods 3rd generation. Now, if you're new to my channel, you may not know, but I have actually reviewed the AirPods Pro as well as the 2nd generation AirPods. We're gonna go ahead and compare these AirPods 3rd generation models to those two previous. We're gonna weigh them, see what the weight difference is, how they sound, and how they feel in the ear, and pair them with our iPhone here. So before I unbox these and give you my honest review, I've reviewed so many earbuds here on the channel. Please go ahead, show some support, hit the like button for us, and subscribe to our channel if you have not done so already. We truly appreciate it, and it helps the YouTube algorithm. And check out techvisibility.com for the latest product news and reviews. Let's get into this unboxing, review, and comparison to the previous AirPod models. So we have the Apple AirPods 3rd generation. It says 3rd generation right on here on the box. And we're kind of excited to go ahead and open these and review it. I know I am. Now, Apple did not send these. This is an honest review. We actually purchased these ourselves, as with all of our products at this time. And we will give you the honest review if these are worth getting over, say, the 2nd generation or maybe even the AirPods Pro. So with Apple products, it's very intuitive with their packaging. One of my favorites. You have this little tab that you slide out, and then there's another one right here. And that is pretty much it. So there is a MagSafe charging case, which is interesting. Like all Apple products, you get this Design in California booklet. And in this booklet, typically, you have some information on the AirPods themselves, which is kind of fun stuff and maybe a little bit boring, but it tells you how to connect. You keep the case open. There's a button on the back of them. And then you have some general tips on how to play and pause. So you simply press one time to play and pause, twice to double press to skip forward, triple press to skip backwards. You could always ask Siri for assistance. So these are very similar to the 1st and 2nd generation AirPods. Here are the AirPods, guys. Now, it comes with the packaging that we see on all Apple products, which is this thicker plastic feel, so it protects the case almost like a baby swaddle. That's right, this is a baby swaddle. So here we go, that's out of the way as well. First impressions of the case. All right, so what am I seeing here? This looks like a mini-me of the AirPods Pro case. You see that, guys? So it is a little bit longer, but less lengthier, and we're gonna weigh these out to see which one weighs more. So it's almost like the old AirPods case turned to the side. So if we look at these, this is the 1st generation AirPods turned sideways, and then this is the new AirPods turned the right way. Both of them have wireless charging. If you compare the 3rd and the AirPods Pro, it's almost like the AirPods Pro in comparison. All right, so let's get back to this. So with the box, you have your charging cable, and it is a standard lightning cable, and I am starting to collect a lot of these, guys. So they come in handy. Hopefully Apple does not switch, because I have these laying around everywhere. On one end, it is a USB-C cable. On the other end, it's a lightning. I'm surprised they didn't just do USB-C to USB-C, which would make sense. Anyway, so that's that. That's what it comes with. Okay, we did the unboxing. Now, let's do some fun stuff before we go ahead and test these out and really give you that first impression. I have my handy dandy scale here by Akai, and we're gonna go ahead and put the scale here, turn it on, and let's see which ones weigh the most. So first, we have the original AirPods, and we're gonna go ahead. This is the 2nd generation with the wireless charging case. We're gonna go put them on, and they weigh about 48.1 grams, as you guys could see. So then we're gonna go ahead and put on the Apple AirPods Pro. These are 56.7 grams. And now the new AirPods 3rd generation. They're actually the lightest by 2 grams. So here's the 1st generation at 48.1. Here is the 2nd generation at 46.7. Interesting, guys. So they save some weight. That is good. I am all for it. These feel like they could go into your pocket as well. They're very small. Again, they look like the original case just turned sideways or around. So now we're gonna go ahead and pair them to our device and see how that goes. So it should be very easy. I open up the case and my screen is open. and it says there's a software update. I don't know if you're seeing that. I'm gonna click, let's check for the software update. And there's an iOS 15 update. Oh my goodness, we're not gonna do that right now. Let's see if we can just pair these guys, huh? Not good, guys, I didn't update my phone. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go ahead and update my phone and continue this review to get full functionality. All right, so there we go. We're gonna go ahead, download and install, and go from there. And while that software update takes place, I am gonna go ahead and give you my feedback on how the cases and the AirPods feel. So let's first take out the original Generation 2 AirPod right here. Let's take out the AirPod Pro, and let's take out the new 3rd gen AirPods. And this is what we have here, guys. This is the 3rd gen, this is the Pros, and the 2nd gen. So as you could tell, they're more in line with the AirPod Pros. In fact, they kind of share some similar pieces for microphones and sensors. There's not a piece underneath here, but on the back side, they almost look identical here. So the size of them is pretty much the same. Now the AirPod Pros have this rubber coating around them, and the original or the 3rd generation AirPods do not. So that is the very first impression I'm seeing here on these two. If you compare them to the 2nd generation and the 3rd generation, you could tell they are vastly different. In fact, they are a lot shorter. They feel a little bit lighter, but we're gonna check that. And the AirPod Pros, in my opinion, feel the heaviest. They feel like they have the most bass. So they do look like the AirPod Pros in a way, and they feel like it, just minus the rubber cup. So if you're looking at them, this is not gonna have that rubber cup feel. So if you're used to that rubber cup to give you that noise cancellation or enclosure, the AirPod 3rd generations may not be the ones for you, and you may want to opt for the AirPod Pros. In terms of weight, I'm curious to see what these weigh, so I am going to go ahead, bring that scale right back into here. We're going to go ahead and move these a little bit so the scale fits, and you can see. And again, we're weighing the original AirPod, comes in at 4 grams. This is the 2nd generation. Here's the Pro, 5.4, 5.5 grams. And then the AirPod 3rd generation, a little bit heavier than the 2nd generation by 0.3 of a gram. So these do feel a little bit heavier, but they don't feel as heavy as the AirPod Pros. And I told you guys that I feel like this has a bigger driver. So that's good to know in terms of where we're at and how they feel. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put these in my ear, guys, and see what we're all about. Wow, these feel fantastic. Look how much smaller they are in comparison to the original 2nd generation AirPod. And you could see it here. You can see how it is just dangling almost to my lower jawline versus something that barely passes my earlobe. So very comfortable. I love the feel of these AirPods. I think they are a good upgrade. The stems, again, are so much shorter in comparison when they are in your ear. It's a big difference, guys. So that's a great improvement in my opinion. And then I'm gonna compare and put the AirPod Pro in, and the Pro quickly muffled my ear because it has that rubber coating. You don't get that feeling. So these are better for phone calls in my opinion, even though the Pro models have transparency mode where your phone call will also sound great. And I did do a review on that, so please make sure you check it out. And as a reminder, please go ahead and like this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already. Now, let's go ahead and look at the case itself. Brand new case, and in this case here we have, the simple AirPod method of charging. These have a magnetic feel to them. The shutter is just as I expect from an AirPod product. You could hear the clicking, and on top of that, it's a pretty good magnet. There is a button on the back for pairing. You hold that down with the case open for pairing, and then you have your lightning port right here, just like the original AirPods. So lightning ports, and you have the same type of snap feel. Now, if you guys notice, these are a little dirty, and they get dirty. I hate that because the product itself is white, so it picks up dirt and it shows very well. Use some putty to press it in there, and that will clean your AirPods really easy. That's a tip, a pro tip, I guess. All right, so the feel, I love the case. It feels comfortable. I know that even the Pros are, even though they're bigger, they feel great in my pocket. I don't have any problem. However, it's smaller than the Pro case. And while it's still updating, let's talk about some of the upgraded features on the 3rd generation AirPods. So the big thing about the new 3rd generation AirPods is spatial audio. Spatial audio is gonna give you that fully immersive sound that you are seeing out of the AirPod Pros. It also has dynamic head tracking, so depending on where you're looking, it's really blocking and emphasizing sound from certain levels to give you that full surround sound that you could get. Obviously, the all new construction design with the shorter stems, I already said that feels great. So I am a fan, and they fit in your ear very well. I don't feel like these are gonna pop out. Believe it or not, I still feel like there's plenty of room to switch songs and tap, even though it's very narrow now. So it is a little bit less comfortable than the longer stem AirPods. You guys may notice that you're really almost pinching your earlobe to grab it, but there is still some space to go back and try to grab that short little part of your AirPod to change songs without grabbing your ears. So that's pretty interesting. It is a new design with the shorter stem. I am a fan of that. I think it makes them look more minimal and more modern. There is up to 6 hours battery life on the new 3rd generation AirPods, and then it has wireless MagSafe charging with a wireless charging indicator right there, just like the 2nd generation with the wireless charging case. Now, these also have adaptive EQ, which will automatically tune your AirPods to the best possible sound in your ear. So it's an automatic EQ built in. What's cool about these is they are sweat and water resistant, including the case, not just the AirPods. So you could run outside in the rain, get them wet, really get a good workout where you're drenched and not worry about ruining your AirPods, the speaker inside, or any of the electronics. What's neat about these is, like the old AirPods, you could connect wirelessly to your iPhone or any Apple device. You could switch between devices as well with ease and share the audio, which is really neat. Of course, you can engrave your AirPod cases on their website. You could put love you, mom, dad, etc. So they're expecting everyone in the family to have these and not get them switched up. So that is pretty neat when you're ordering your AirPods. Definitely engrave them and see what you want out of your AirPods to showcase about you, but it also differentiates your AirPods from the rest of your family. How often have you guys grabbed, say, your sister's, brother's, wife, husband, girlfriend's AirPods, and only to have to pair them and then deactivate them later because you're constantly switching between devices? So having an engraving for free, that's a big bonus as well. So the AirPods, in comparison to the 1st generation, these are now $129.99. These are $179.99 with the adaptive EQ and the spatial audio, the new stems, the new design. And then the Pros are $249.99 with transparency mode and a lot of different features with the Pro model that I find to be great, including noise canceling, which you're not getting out of the AirPods here. The difference between the Pros and the new 3rd generations, again, is the noise canceling, which is huge, especially if you're going to be traveling a lot on airplanes or you want privacy or cancellation of noise of ambient sounds around you. The second thing is I love about the AirPod Pros, which you're getting with these no matter what, is transparency mode. These, when the noise canceling or that rubber piece is in, if you hit transparency mode, it's going to amplify your phone conversation or the sound around you so it doesn't sound muffled. These do not technically require them because they're great for phone calls and you do not need that aspect of it, but the Pros advertise transparency mode. And all 3 AirPods actually have Apple's H1 chip, so there's no technology that's greater, in my opinion, between any of these AirPods. Now, out of the 3 AirPods that we have reviewed, the ones that get the most battery life, guys, are the new AirPod 3rd generation. In fact, the AirPod Pros have the least battery life with 4.5 hours. The 2nd generation AirPods have 5 hours, up to 5 hours, and then the new AirPod 3rd generation has up to 6 hours. And with these two, they have MagSafe charging cases. This has a wireless charging case as well. I think the new AirPod 3rd generation is great with the way they designed it, the minimal feel, and they feel great. I'm a little concerned about switching songs. We're gonna go into that right now when I test these AirPods and set them up with my phone. So I'm excited for that and to give you my feedback on how they sound with not only music, but with also phone calls. Okay, so the update finally has come through, and now we are gonna go ahead and finally pair the new AirPod 3rd generation. So I open it up. We should see something here on the screen pop up. There they are, connect. It's that easy with the iPhone. And now we get to see what they're recommending. So press once to either AirPod to play or pause, and that's really pretty much it. Now let's get to listening, okay? This is the most important part. We're gonna go ahead now. I'll play a rap song, for example. I've been listening to this song lately, so I know how they sound. Okay, very clear, guys. I don't get that muffled sound because, again, they don't have the rubber from the AirPod Pros. But good bass, very clear. I mean, it's loud. And I also turned off my noise limiter in the phone itself, so check that out if you need them to be a little bit more louder. There's a limiter preset on your iPhones. So very good. All right, now I'm gonna switch these out. They're tinier. I'm gonna try to use them, but I'm gonna go ahead and pop in the original AirPods, and I'm gonna see if they're getting just as good of a sound as these brand new. Okay. So these sound a little more subtle. I'm playing at about the same volume. I mean, I honestly can't tell the difference that much. I mean, they're really good as well. So I cannot tell the difference between these and those with my ears, except for the feel of them. So now, okay, now I can tell. All right, so these are definitely louder, okay? You're gonna get more bass, a little bit more treble, just it feels more immersive. And that's probably what they've been doing with the spatial audio that they've enhanced with these AirPods. So I do feel it. I take that back. This is like, I feel like I'm at a concert a little bit, and if I'm gonna pop the other ones back in, I'm probably not gonna get that same bass, that same spatial audio. Yeah, so these sound way more subtle. I mean, big difference. I actually did not notice it at first until I switched from the old AirPods to these new ones, and it is a big difference. It just feels like you're getting way more sound around you, surrounded. There's just more tones you hear. I mean, it's more live. It's a lot more bass, and I love it. Finally, I'm gonna go ahead and pop in the AirPod Pros, and I'm gonna give you my opinion on the sound from the AirPod Pros, because we did mention they have bigger drivers. So this is a very in-depth review. I hope you appreciate it. If you do, reminder, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel. All right, here I got the Pros. Let's see. Oh, okay. Okay, so more bass. I'm muzzled. It's more noise canceling around me. Really good sound as well, but I gotta tell you, these sound pretty good. The Pros sound very good as well, very similar. More noise canceling, definitely has that immersive sound as well. So my final opinion on these brand new AirPods, I think they're gonna be my favorite. I think I should place a phone call as well with them. So let's see how that goes. I'm gonna go ahead and dial someone at work right now, and hopefully they pick up. All right, here we go. So I'm dialing someone at work right now. Hey Yuri, what's up?
Hey Simon.
I am using the brand new AirPods, the 3rd generation. How do I sound? Am I clear?
You sound very clear.
Okay, very good. You sound very clear. These don't have noise canceling or transparency, so yeah. I don't need to have one ear in, one ear out. I don't need to switch any settings. You sound really clear, and I'm glad I sound clear as well.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking this call. These sound just as good as the original AirPods. In fact, they're a little bit clearer or cleaner. I feel his responses are a bit more. Anyway, thanks, Yuri. Have a good day.
Okay, thanks. Have a good day. Bye.
Okay, so now that we got the phone call out of the way, let's see if there's any settings with the volume of these AirPods. If I hold them down, you're basically seeing specialized stereo off. You could do head tracked, you could do fixed, and let's see how that will sound now with the same song. So I got head tracked and fixed, okay? All right, let's give this a go. We're gonna play the same song with, oh my God. Guys, that is amazing. I feel like I'm at a concert. I didn't even have it on the first time I listened to it. This is incredible. And every time I move so check this out, guys. When I move my head like this, I hear it here. If I move my head this way, I hear it here. It's insane. It's like all over. When you move your head, it changes the audio in your ear. That's incredible. Okay, let's try it again. We're gonna go ahead and change the sound one more time to a fixed setting. And let's play that again, okay? So now it's fixed. I'm gonna go back to my app. Okay, so this is more fixed. Like I'm getting a consistent sound. When I was moving my head with the adaptive audio, it was actually changing the sound all over. So I replayed the song. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna turn these on with the head movement, and it took a second to switch, but god dang, this is like, I mean, this is crazy. You can hear it more in this one, then more in this one. It's like all over the place. Some people may like it, some people may not, but I feel like I turned my head and the speaker's right here. I turned my head, the speaker's right here. That's how trippy it is, and I love that aspect. Definitely recommend these for $179. I'm gonna go ahead and pause it. The bass was there, the treble was there, the spatial audio was incredible, the adaptive head audio movement that I did was incredible. It literally, as if I'm at a concert and I turn to look at a friend and my left ear is capturing all the sound, then my right ear, etc. So these were neat. These are going to be my #1 headphones. Pressing the button is not bad. I just pressed it here again to pause it. I swear this spatial audio stuff is incredible on these. I think it's better than the Pros. Here's a press to pause. Hear myself talking. I could skip a song with 2 presses. So it's not that bad in terms of being a short stem and really glued to my earlobe. So love them. 2 thumbs up. $179.99 on the Apple website. You could get them engraved. Beautiful music. Very clear. My new favorite earbuds are right here, the Apple AirPods 3rd generation. I hope you enjoyed this review in detail. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, check out our website, techvisibility.com as well for the latest product news and reviews. Catch you guys here in the next video.